Hey, 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 what's going on? Where my peeps? Where my peeps? Come on in here. I got something to tell you. Hurry up, log on. Let me know that you are logged on because I got some news. Oh my goodness. You know how it's like you haven't seen your friend in a long time and you need to tell them some stuff? Like it's all like ready to pop out. Pop, 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 bang, bang. So I need you to come on in here. Say hello. Let me know you're here so I can say hello back to you. I know my granddaughter is watching the first part of the show. I don't know if we're age appropriate. Haven't figured that out yet. I think so. We never usually say bad words or anything. But anyway, hi, Ava. I hope you are doing well. We moved, and so we don't see each other as much as we used to. Hello, 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 Manisha. How are you? How are you doing? I am so glad that you are with us tonight because we have a fantastic show. We have an absolutely fantastic show. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. If you celebrate something different, Jackie, girl, how you doing? Jackie, that last email that I sent you and you answered it, look for it, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Look for it. I'll take a picture and send it to you, okay? You know what I'm talking about, right? Come on in here. Where's Mary Lou? Mary Lou, where's Tracy? Is she like late Christmas shopping or something? I don't know, but she better get on in here. So. Yes, $18, Jackie girl. Ayana, put the information about your new shop in the thread. Ayana opened a beauty salon. So proud of her. Young woman, entrepreneur. Do your thing, girl. Put it in there so anybody looking to get their hair done in Alexandria can come on over. Hey now, hey now, hey now. Okay, I got a great panel. I got some newbies. Y'all be nice to the new people. And I got my regulars because you know how they are. And I got to hurry up and introduce them because one of them, probably fell out the seat by now. So come on in here. Come on in here, panel. How y'all doing?
Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
Alma.
Which one of us fell out the seat?
I ain't mentioning no names. They know who they are. Anyway, we have new people, regulars, Dee Dee, Robin, Lee. It's like when new friends come over to the house. I want y'all on your best behavior.
Okay.
Although Philadelphia, not for Gary, because he just an old friend. He already knows, like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But we want to put on our best behavior, Philadelphia. Hello, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I am so glad she's here because she usually does our questions for us. She's one of our fabulous VVRs, and we are so grateful. So grateful.
She's a
Cannot
viewer,
thank
so
you enough.
she's seen us in action.
Yes.
Right. She is familiar. Tracy, girl, we was talking about you. You was
Hey,
all late, so
Tracy.
we had to
Thank
talk
you.
about you.
I know.
Hi,
Hi, Tracy.
Tracy. Hi, Jackie.
And Gary Gray, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How y'all
Good.
doing? First of
Not too
all,
bad.
since you're in a new place, where's your liquor cabinet?
In my place?
Yeah, your new place.
So I have I have one. It's upstairs. And yeah, I already or
Upstairs.
my
Oh, you have to
but you
keep it
know
away
what is
from me, right?
you know what is hilarious? So all the liquor is behind the cabinet, and I've set it up like a coffee bar. So all my friends come in, they be like, "Coffee bar." And then I open the cabinet doors. They go, "Okay, yeah, that's where it is." But yes, I have it upstairs. And when you come over, when you're up from
From
Kentucky,
Louisville.
Louisville, yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Louisville.
don't think I say that right. I
Louisville.
say
Louisville.
Louisville, but
Louisville.
it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Louisville.
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 It'll take me a
Louisville.
while.
There's only 2 syllables, 1.5 syllables.
Louisville.
Mhm.
So
That's
it's good to
right.
see you, Gary. I'm glad to see that you're okay. I hope
I
your
know
friends
you're
and loved ones are
okay.
okay too after that
Yeah.
Yeah, it
disaster
was.
last week.
Yeah, I'm good here. It was scary Friday night and Saturday morning, and then Saturday morning because we must have had like 3 tornado sirens go off where I live, and
Well,
Wow.
just as I start to settle down from one, another one goes off, and then the final one went off about 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's when things started to come through. I've been told that it came within about 2 or 3 miles of where I live, and I could tell something was different because there was like all this lightning, and they always talk about that freight train noise and such. But the rain and the wind and the lightning, told me something was pretty close. So I'm hunkered down in my bathroom, just like hoping, it's like, well, wherever it goes, like, that's supposed to be the most secure room. And then all of a sudden, it just got kind of quiet after, when
that's what they say.
Yeah.
And I think I know. Hi, Miss Barbara. Hey, Jackie. They are too. I don't think they're in Louisville. In Kentucky.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kentucky.
In Kentucky. Because you know what? Lee would appreciate this. Lee, after 25 years, Gill is still trying to teach me how to say now and now.
Oh,
like I'm still getting
nan. Like you ain't getting nan.
Nan.
You ain't getting nan.
Hey, nan.
So I got a question for the panel, though, real quick. How are a divorce and a tornado similar in Arkansas and Kentucky?
How what? Say that again.
How are a divorce and a tornado similar in Arkansas and Kentucky?
How?
Either way, you lose a trailer.
That was wrong.
That's better than what I was thinking. Okay, that was way so much better than what I was thinking. So that's a good one. Hey, Charlene, that's my sister-in-law. And my godmother.
Mr. Gill just commented.
Elmer's
You think he could before his wife goes on hiatus? Can he comment one time in the year?
Did.
One time.
I didn't know Jackie was in Lexington. Is that?
Yeah, Jackie's.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
And Jackie, next time I'm over in Lexington, I'm going to text you, and maybe we can connect. Go someplace like that place right across from Rupp Arena that serves really good martinis.
That would be nice.
Hi,
Both
Brenda.
of you guys are down there. Hi, Brenda. How are you?
Hey, Lillian. Hey,
Lori. Lori will be on the panel next week.
Hey, you guys.
Lori
Hi, Bessie. I did just
come
from a holiday party. Bessie said, you know, like came from a holiday party.
Lori will be on next week with Keith Alexander.
Oh,
finally.
Wow.
I know Keith will be on the panel with us, so that should be fun. So my husband,
big blue martini. That's right. That's
okay. Yeah. So for everybody who doesn't know, Alma Gill is my. I guess I'm the better half. He's my other half. Right?
He's your paramour. Yeah.
And so he had questions about the waitress and the $4,400, like what that was all about. But Lee, you were saying that it wasn't 44 people in the restaurant, like because it said like everybody gave $100 or something like that.
No. They have a $100 club. This guy is like in charge of this club that they have up in Bentonville. You know, people don't know Bentonville is where Walmart is. Mm-hmm. Right, the Walmart headquarters.
The headquarters,
yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you meant a Walmart.
No, the Walmart headquarters.
No, the headquarters.
The headquarters.
And so,
okay.
I saw recently, a couple of years ago, a list of 100 millionaires in Arkansas, and most of them were in Bentonville. And so, this guy is in charge of this club, this dinner club, where they go around town. Supporting local businesses and stuff like that. So, it's a minimum $100 tip when you go, but because it's the holidays, I'm sure they tipped a little bit more.
Okay.
And so, they called ahead, asked for this waitress because
the people who own it said they did not call ahead.
Yeah, they're lying. They're lying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're lying. I mean, it's Republican territory. And so, lying is kind of weird. Like, and so, they made sure that she got the tip, and so she was going to share it with some of the other servers that helped out, but the owner decided, well, no, you're going to share it with everybody, you know, the barkeeps, the bar backs, the blah blah blah, and that is not policy. That's not what they've done in the past, you know. And then once everything got out, he started saying that no, that's our policy. Well, no, that wasn't your policy until now. And so they fired her because she tipped off the media. She called the guy and said, well, they didn't give us the money. They didn't give me the money. You know,
right, because they only gave her, part
she didn't get any of it?
No, she got a part of it.
She ended up getting like $2,200 after everything was said and done. You know, because the guy kind of took his money back. He was like, well, no, that's not what I said. I didn't want it to go to the barkeepers and bartenders
the
and
entire
all.
staff.
And the cooks.
But why? Okay, I don't think that's like, especially during the holiday season with all that money, I don't think it was bad to like want to give everybody money. It give everybody money, including like the dishwasher guys. I mean, but that's just me. I mean,
but the owner should do that. The owner should, if the owner wants to give everybody a monetary gift, he should do that.
Match the money. Match the money instead of taking. I mean, they were very, very explicit about.
Right. Yeah.
This is what I want to do for her and like 3 or 4 other people who did this, not the bartenders. No. So if you want to do that, Dee is absolutely right. Match the money. Right. You know, if you're so altruistic, match the money. But you know,
if I were the waitress, though, I do want to say, I would have given. You know, I would, Dee. Like I'd be like, okay, y'all, look, this how much we got, right?
Not everybody in Bentonville. She's a waitress. Not everybody in Bentonville is making Walmart money though. So if somebody gives you a $4,400 tip in Arkansas,
but you ain't have it anyway.
Run. You better run.
But in my opinion, you didn't have it anyway. Like it is a gift.
When it's presented to you.
Gift.
But when
and
it's
that's fine.
Yeah,
I think it's a
personal. But she, you know, we don't know her financial circumstances.
Right. I got financial circumstances. I got financial circumstances.
We know she was a waitress.
She was tipping everyone that had helped her serve this party. Right?
Exactly.
She was like, let me share this with everyone that helped me.
She did.
It sounded like the owner wanted to take her money and give out his Christmas bonus with her money.
Right.
And that is not what should have happened.
She shared with her fellow wait staff. You know,
which is that's normal policy.
It's admirable because she didn't have to do that, right?
She really didn't have to do that because they said her, you know, but she did that. So it was just, you know, people just being stupid.
Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all this joke before I ask one other thing. No. My husband always asks people, "Do you see Alma in Walmart?" And because he is so clever and a man of words, if y'all look at Walmart, see the ALMA.
Oh my goodness!
So I am in Walmart.
That's cute. That is so sweet.
So anyway, and shout out, happy birthday to my husband.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
Happy birthday, Brother Gil.
We celebrate everybody's birthday.
Gil's birthday was yesterday. So
mine is tomorrow.
Happy birthday!
Oh, it is.
Mine is tomorrow, and then my son Christian, his birthday is the day after.
Oh wow! Happy birthday to you, and happy birthday to Christian.
Spend money. Spend money. People that have birthdays, spend money.
Cash app.
Cash app, baby.
Oh my goodness, y'all! I got to tell y'all this only because y'all know him, and then I got to move on. But you know, Rodney just wrote a book. Rodney Brooks wrote a book.
Right.
So I cash app Rodney the money for his book. Why did I cash app to the wrong person? I was like, oh, you not that Rodney Brooks? Okay. But we worked it out. It was fine.
Thank you, Manisha.
Happy birthday, Lee. Happy birthday,
real quick aside. Okay, real quick aside. Sadly, I just came back from Arkansas. I had to go down for a funeral last week.
Yeah.
And
condolences.
The put it like this. There's a reason that there's so many overweight people in the South.
See,
Okay. It was hard. It was
to
hard
find a
to
salad.
find
Like you was looking for a salad,
anything
really?
remotely. Only salad we could find was what was on the burgers. You hear me? Oh my God. It was
Look, you weren't looking for the salad. I know Chandra was probably looking for the salad. You weren't looking for the salad.
We were like, we back at home. We in Little Rock. We gonna eat some good stuff, but you know, everybody trying to like lean on the healthy side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everything. The water was fried. You hear me? You know, it was like, dang, man.
I ain't lying. That's how it was in New Orleans. By the fourth day, I was done.
See, at least in New Orleans,
you had to stop eating because you're like, oh,
you get some stuff. You get some sauteed stuff in New Orleans at least, with but it'll be with gravy. But in Arkansas,
y'all couldn't find no green juice.
Oh my God!
Ain't no green juice.
Forget about it.
What is that? Java juice?
Everybody came back with high blood pressure.
So, I'm not laughing.
You know, you had that fish sandwich with some
I'm
Wonder
laughing
Bread.
because I just can't imagine Lee looking for a salad, but that's just me. Hi Gail, how are you? Hello.
There's Carol. Thank you, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Before we get into the questions, I want to ask you guys about this meme that I saw on social media. If we could pop that up, and I want your opinions on it. So it says, a friend of mine is married. Mother-in-law bought matching PJs for all kids except the one that doesn't belong to her son.
Oh,
and look, there's a picture. Y'all look at the picture. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fifth child does not have on the matching pajamas.
That's
Is she wrong?
That's just
wrong.
That's trifling.
Are you kidding me? I want to know who
ridiculous.
the mama, because what would not Nan one? Did I get it right that time?
Yeah, you got it right.
That was good.
Not Nan one would
have on those pajamas.
Right.
They still be in the box.
At the very least, don't put the dude in the picture.
Exactly.
You know, come on.
You're going to tell a kid not to be in the picture.
You can't, right.
No.
No, just don't put it on any of it. On any of them.
That's
No.
Those pajamas would still be in the box.
They would still be in the box.
That was that's trifling.
That was wrong. Yeah.
It's like either everybody or nobody.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you know what? You guys remember we got that question one time where the mother-in-law would do things for the child that belonged to her, right, but not the other one. Right. Yeah, absolutely. So Gary, you were saying,
yeah. Well, it's like I look at that picture and I think of Franklin at the Thanksgiving table with Charlie.
Right, exactly. Franklin
he's all off to the side and everything. In the lawn chair. Even Snoopy got a daggone chair.
Oh my God.
That has pissed me off for years. I post that picture every year,
Oh yeah. Well, it's funny that I didn't really pay that much attention to it. Like Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, just as an aside, didn't really come on all that much until like maybe the last 10 years or so. Then you see, he slaps 5 with Charlie Brown and everything. Then he's sitting at the other, like way away from everybody.
Yeah, which was wrong, and they weren't even related. So if it's your sister or your brother, or then how do you have on something different? You already know you're the different one, because you can't run up and say, "Hey, daddy." Although you might be saying, "Hey, daddy," but that's not your biological father. So for them to even put the pajamas on the other kid and take a picture of all of them, in my opinion.
Well, Carol says that would be the very last time she'd be sending gifts for the kids.
I'd send them back.
I would definitely take it to her and send it back and explain to her.
I would take it
back.
If you're not going to buy it for everyone.
But what's really bad is that whoever received those gifts, put them on the children.
Yes. On the chillings.
In all fairness, she may have handed out all the boxes thinking that everybody had them. Here's yours, here's yours. Yeah.
The other one didn't have a box, though, did he? He or she didn't look like they had a box.
Yeah.
So no.
Maybe she just threw them at him in a bag. Here, go put those.
You got pajamas. You got pajamas, right?
No, that mother. I got words for her. I got words for her mother. Hi, Erica. Erica is watching us from Atlanta.
Atlanta, ATL, Erica, what's happening?
Yes.
We don't have time to discuss people like Charles Schultz and Walt Disney and stuff like that, but all of us grew up loving Disney. One of the biggest racists who ever lived, Walt Disney.
He was. Well, you know what? Another time, because I go every year. Right? And although Disney was my absolutely favorite place. I mean, oh my gosh, I would sit in those things and cry when the princess came out. And I mean, at 49, like Josh would be going, what is wrong with you?
No,
but I'm all into like Disney. I'm into Hallmark. I'm into a happy ending. Y'all know when it's a happy ending, it just really do something to me, right? I just can't help it. But I hope Robert Robinson, if he is not catching the show tonight, that he'll watch it another time. My all-time favorite place was Disney until I went to St. Augustine.
Oh, what happened?
Now it was just amazing. Like it is amazing. It's amazing. It's inclusive. And then you find out that they put the big cross so none of the slave ships could stop there. It's just so much history. It's just amazing. So after I went to St. Augustine, now that's my favorite place. So where is your favorite place in Florida, D? Because you used to live in Florida.
Yes, I have several. I don't really have a favorite. I have a favorite for different things. Like I love St. Augustine. I would just get up on a Saturday morning and drive there. I just absolutely love it.
Just amazing.
But Miami has its own treats, and actually, Tampa St. Pete has I think the best beach. Is just a gorgeous sand and water. So actually, I don't know if there's a place I didn't like.
Yeah, Clearwater is my favorite place when I lived.
Clearwater.
Oh yeah, Clearwater over that coast. And they call it the West Coast. So when someone said to me they were going to the West Coast, I thought they were going to LA. And they were like, "No, we're going to Tampa." I was like, "Great, that's like 2 hours away. That's not like 6-hour flight."
So what was your favorite? What was your favorite time of year being down there in Florida? Since we both worked at the same place.
Well, it only got cold 2 weeks out of the year, so I never care. I don't care how hot it is. It can be 102 in the shade. I'm happy. So I didn't really have a season. I just loved all year round.
I do not care for Florida.
I don't care how hot it is.
We know you and Gil. Right.
That's another conversation.
Another show. Mary Lou, Diva girl, what's happening? So Mary Lou was a little bit upset because y'all know I didn't curl my hair. I just got it. She just tightened it for me, but I didn't get under dryer with the hair rollers. So, she had a little bit of, I ain't going to say attitude, beautitude. But anyway, good to see you, girl. Before we get started, I need to say we are not professionals with a PhD in psychology, but we spent the night at a Holiday Inn, whatever it is that we say. We are regular people having great conversation, and we offer the best advice that we have. A lot of times, if it's about heartbreak, been there, done that. Divorce, been there, done that. Kids, been there, done that. All of that. So we're a little bit seasoned, I'd like to say, to offer what we can in a very kind, unless we get all riled up, and sometimes people call names. But other than that, we try to be very kind in telling you that your mess is a mess. Okay. So stick around. Hang out with us for the next 35 minutes or so and have a good time. But yeah, we're not doctors. So are y'all ready? Let's get going with Thank R. So Gary, go ahead, Lee.
I just wanted to mention 5 seconds that there was a very important football game.
Shut his mic off. Shut his mic off.
Right.
I'm not really sure the score, but I'm sure the Washington fans are.
Hey, look, that was y'all Super Bowl, so enjoy it. You know it too.
Question number 1. Thank you, Jackie, for being our VVR. Jackie from Kentucky. Thank you, girl.
Hi, I'm Jackie, tonight's VVR, and here's another Ask Alma question. Dear Alma, I have a friend that shares everything in their life on Facebook. This friend's car has broken down on several occasions, with the latest repair costing $2,700. This friend also seems to have many issues with landlords and significant others. Despite my friend's personal trials, they have risen to become an expert in their field. Recently, I had the chance to recommend this friend for a freelance assignment that perfectly fit their expertise. The friend did not thank me directly, but I saw a Facebook post about the job, so I assumed the friend was happy to get it. A week or so later, I saw 2 more posts about the job. One post said that the job was difficult, and another that described the job as boring. I was a little offended. I wouldn't have cared if this friend complained privately about the assignment. Journalists complain all the time about a range of things and for different reasons, but putting it on Facebook seemed a little ungrateful. What should I say to them?
Okay, y'all ungrateful journalists, except for Delphia and me.
Jackie looks good, huh?
Isn't she? And you know, her mom did it last week. They are both so excellent. Yeah. So this journalist offered another journalist friend information to get a job. They got the job, and they are now complaining about it on Facebook. So she wants to know if she should say something to him about it.
Definitely.
Oh, you think so, Gary? I thought you guys were going to say no. Really?
I say no.
No, you got to say something. You got to say something.
I would.
Yeah, because it's just like, you kind of go out of your way to create an opportunity for someone else, and then they complain about it. And it's like, okay, that first of all, with me, that would probably be the last time I would refer something to them.
Right.
Doing them a favor. And I'm not looking for any kind of recognition about it, but it's like looking a gift horse in the mouth to me.
Yeah.
And you just don't do that, especially if you're a journalist in this day and age where the opportunities are few and far between.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Delphia, what do you think?
Yeah.
Delphia, tell me what you think.
I don't know if Delphia, can she hear us?
I don't know. Lee, tell me what you think while Delphia is turning on her. I'll see if she can hear us. Turning on her her sound.
Yeah, see, I think Gary is absolutely right, because our field is just different. It's different, you know what I mean? And when you recommend somebody for a job, you're selling
huge.
You're selling you're selling intellectual prowess, everything. You know what I mean? And so we journalists have a responsibility to not only do the job but to behave a certain way.
Discretion.
I mean? Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
It's huge for us.
Yeah.
So if somebody is clowning and stuff like that, or just not, being up to par, that reflects on us. That reflects on us. And, been there, done that. I have recommended folks for jobs, freelance jobs, real jobs. And they got in there and just, didn't do right. And so that was the last recommendation they got from me, you know. And,
and by then it's a little bit too late though, Lee. Like by then you've already put your name, your reputation, everything on the line.
But still though, it does them a disservice if you don't come back around and say, listen, the next time somebody, recommends you for a job, don't do this, don't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Because, they ain't going to quit the field, but if they don't get it from me, they'll go to somebody else. And so you don't want to besmirch somebody else's reputation by doing silly stuff. That burns me up. Yeah.
Delphia, can you hear us?
I can hear you, yes.
What do you think about that?
I got kicked out. I didn't hear the question.
Okay, that's okay. We got 2 more questions coming up. You can help us with those. Because I think this basically was about a person who a friend recommended them for a job and it didn't turn out very well. So they were like, should I say something or like whatever? But it's almost like, I don't know, 2 of you are saying yes and 2 of you are saying no. So
well, originally I thought no, I wouldn't say anything and just let them, leave them to their own devices, because I wondered if this person that's complaining has said, oh, so and so recommended me for this job and it's awful, or if they're just commenting on it. And I don't do they travel in the same circles? Would the people see their stuff? It's just in bad taste to be critical of the job in general, no matter how they,
especially if you didn't have a job and you have
right,
one
however
now.
you came to have it, for you to be critical of it publicly is just, it's professional suicide. I mean, but for your reputations, like I know all of you, so if any one of you recommended someone that cut up and acted a fool, that wouldn't be a reflection on you to me, because I know your reputation, I know your professionalism. You just may have, you thought it would work out. We can't always count on people to do what we think they will do. So I wouldn't look at it that way.
But it could, but what if we recommend somebody else to that company again?
Right. And they're like,
because
no,
I mean, let's face it, our profession is like a sorority, like a fraternity.
Right.
It is.
We all know, I know
hundreds,
hundreds, maybe a couple thousand Black journalists. You know what I mean? And so
in print, online, on television.
It matters. It matters.
Like, so
that's a huge judgment. I mean, it's an indicator of their judgment. It's immature. There was little discretion.
Exactly.
It's ungrateful. And
that's what the person said, that they feel like that it was ungrateful, Robin. Exactly.
And the other thing about journalism is that's all you have is your rep.
Right.
That's all you have.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. You can be the greatest at whatever, but if your rep is trash,
right, then you're done.
What's unfortunate? It feels like that we're at this place in especially with social media, that you have to preface everything you do and say with "don't post this" or "don't talk about this in public" or "don't." You would think that as an adult that got offered a job, that person would not publicly bash the job, but this person is already telling all of his or her business online. Yeah. So you kind of have an idea of how
should have been a flag. That
right,
should have been
the
a red flag.
Everything that they do or say happens to them is online. But that seems like where we are now, where we have to preface our everything with this is not for public consumption.
Yeah, but my advice is don't recommend people unless you would have them work for you. Like I only recommend people that I would literally work side by side with. And I know a lot of people, and some of y'all, anyway. But I don't take that lightly. And I hope other people don't take it lightly either. Be very, very careful about who you recommend and make sure you really know that person. I'm gonna go to question number 2 so we can try to get through all 4 tonight.
Well, I just want to comment that Tracy and I agreed. I didn't see her comment, but she says be careful. The person was putting stuff out. It moved out there before the job, so it doesn't seem out of character. Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah, and Frank said change is hard. Holding friends, accountability, a different skill set. This is grace and forgiveness. No, it's not grace and forgiveness.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, it doesn't apply to this one.
Biblical,
no. and you're a little bit too kind, like that. You've put your name out for this person. They have a responsibility to be the best that they can be and keep that mess off of social media.
This wasn't a junior journalist.
No.
This wasn't somebody right out of school. The person said they rose to the top of their field. They should have known better.
Exactly. Yeah, they weren't 25. Although I had a conversation with my great niece a couple of days ago, and we weren't even talking about this, but as an older person who is always giving unsolicited advice to my great nieces, I said to her, I see your pictures on Facebook. You know, you look cute and all, but be careful. Like it's under your name. So when you're looking for a job or you've applied for positions here or there, they too are searching Facebook to see what you post and see what you're doing. Hey, selfie.
And it doesn't go away.
No,
and it does not go away.
No, it will not go. And you know what she said to me, which was funny because she is 20 something, early 20s, and can't keep anything to herself. She said, "Oh, Auntie, I'm good. I put my ratchet stuff on Instagram." I was like, okay, that wasn't what I thought this conversation was gonna be. She was like, "Oh no, I know you on Facebook. I got too much respect for you, Auntie. I would never put that on Facebook. I save it for Instagram."
Right. Which is sometimes linked.
Oh, she said, and it's not linked. Because see, I didn't know that either. She goes, and mine is not linked.
Yeah, you can unlink it. Fortunately.
Right, but it was almost like
she understands what you're saying. She's like, okay, well, you know, you'll never see the stuff that you're talking about.
Preach, Frank.
There's truth in everything that we say, Frank, with various options and various opinions. That's the best thing about Ask Alma.
We didn't even get into her ratchetness with the cars and all that foolishness, you know, with our personal life. You know what I mean?
Yes. But I do think that is a good thing about this panel, that sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't.
Patricia.
And Pat, you were late. You know we were talking about you.
I wasn't talking about you, Pat.
What is Pat doing Christmas shopping? What is she doing?
It's like baking up some incredible...
Making some cookies.
Yeah, she was cooking
you are here.
Some milk and cookies.
You are here. But you know, one thing again, I'll say that is one of the great things I love about the panels, that we all don't agree and everybody gives their different opinions. And then the person who has sent in the question can listen to all of them and then make a conscious decision.
Let me just real quick. Don't you ever see your friends acting a fool on Facebook or
right.
TMI, or they're just on live or what, and then you're just like, oh God.
I know. I sent a message.
I do. I want to DM them.
I don't
say,
publicly comment, but I will send a text going, girl, what's going on with you?
I got a cousin.
I
got a cousin that was putting legal documents on Facebook, taking pictures of them. They trying to leave me. I'm like, oh,
you might not want to do that.
You might not want to do that, you know. But,
no.
Hey, but look at, like my cousin Sonny Paid Ivory used to say, common sense ain't so common after all.
That's right.
No, that is the truth.
Next question.
All righty, you guys, let's roll into question number 2.
Hi, my name is Jackie, and I'm tonight's VVR for Ask Alma. Here's the question. Dear Alma, my best friend and college roommate grew up without her mother. She was raised by her father, and they had a very close relationship. She shared with me that her mother left because of some unfortunate circumstances, but has never gone into detail. I do know that her mother did not play a role in her life. She did not pick her up for visits or spend any time with her. It was just like she just vanished. Her father just recently died, and she found out that he had 2 insurance policies, and she called the insurance company to get the information. When she did, she was told the beneficiary was her mother. After 20 years, they never divorced, so her mother was entitled to the money. I told her she should sue her and get the money from her dad's insurance. If she couldn't take care of her daughter, she doesn't deserve that money. My friend was left everything else, his car and his house. The house is in need of repairs, and if she could just get that money from her mother, she would be able to take care of some things. She will probably end up selling the house, and she is very upset about that. I told her she should sue and confront her mother. What do you think, Alma? Do you think she'll win her case?
Well, my first question to the panel is, do you think she should sue her mother?
No, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. She's not going to win that. She's not going to win it because you know, there's an insurance document is a contract, and it's written up that way for a reason. And so, because he didn't change it before he died, it's very clear she's the beneficiary. And
yeah, he should have been changed that document right there.
Absolutely, Delphia. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but since he did not, I mean, they're stuck with the terms of it. Now, she got the house, she got the car, and I know it, it's going to hurt her heart to have to sell the family home or whatever, but she still walks away with a fairly valuable piece of real estate and junk like that. But no,
are we assuming that her mother won't share the money with her?
Yeah, sounds like.
I mean, she can talk to her mother, but
she ain't shared nothing else with her.
If she's got the cigarettes and ain't come back, so I mean,
maybe the mother had some kind of breakdown. Maybe she's been in an asylum.
This is a lesson for everyone. We've all seen circumstances where someone dies and the beneficiary is not the person they thought it was. Handle that business. Make sure, I don't want to name names, but I had a family member that rolled into town and scooped up a whole bag of cash that she shouldn't have been entitled to, but her name was on the paper. Handle that business. As soon as they go, you need to go find. I've looked at documents with beneficiaries on them and thought, oh, I need to fix that.
Right.
Sometimes
it's a phone call, folks. It's a phone call.
You need to handle that.
Yeah, because things change.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I had a horrible situation like 2 years ago where the last maternal figure, matriarch is the word I'm looking for, in our family, she was kind of feuding with the middle daughter, but the last maybe year and a half before she passed, they had mended fences and were visiting and coming over to the house and everything. And she abruptly died. And she didn't think she was going to die. And so she didn't amend her stuff. And so it looks like on paper that the feud continued. But it wasn't. It didn't. She just didn't think it was going to happen right then. And I have talked till I'm blue in the face saying, I'm telling you, it was just an oversight. She used to talk to me about you all the time. She ain't hearing it.
Yeah. So
Lori Grant
you guys if you would sue your mother? Did everybody say no?
No.
Not based on the mother that you have. But if the mother was like this mother, would you sue your mother? Like
I think I would talk to him, but I'm not going to sue. That's a waste of legal money.
Yes,
I think that even talking to her is going to be a waste of time because she never did talk to her when she was growing up. She doesn't even know her mother. Right. The mother doesn't know the daughter. So,
so the mother may not.
Give me some, Delphia. Give me 5 of it. Give me some.
So the mother may not know. The mom may not even know that she's the beneficiary.
No, like she knows. She knows.
Oh, she
knows. No. Oh, they always know. They always know now.
Well, Lori Grant says the beneficiary trumps the will. Read Rodney Brooks' new book.
Hey, that's the second time we have mentioned Rodney's new book.
It's a contract. Yes,
depending on the value of the house and the car versus the insurance policy amount, it may not be a huge difference. That's why it's important to keep your documents updated. We don't know the relationship between the mother and the father. He may have wanted her to have the money anyway.
That's right.
For whatever
reason.
And
if you believe that, if he thought that, she might come back and take care of his daughter if anything happened to him, or I probably would have changed it as soon as my child was born. But the expectation is the other parent, you think the other parent is going to take care of him. Maybe he did it so they would maybe mend fences, or who knows.
He should have changed it as soon as she left.
Yeah.
He was waiting for her to come back.
That's a good point.
He could change it back when she come back.
Delphia ain't playing that.
He said, "Oh, you want to leave? Okay."
Check. Just a phone call, y'all.
It would have had a footnote from Gary that said, "Oh, well, you're not gonna buy cigarettes with my money."
Yeah,
that is true.
right.
He could have changed it and then changed it back if the mother came back. Can you put a child who's under 18?
Yeah, you can put anybody on there. You can put the dog on there if you want to.
The neighbor's cat.
Yeah, you can put the neighbor's cat on there if you want to.
Hey, my husband, this birthday, all he been doing is walk around singing, "I ain't saving no money for nobody. I'm spending all my money."
I know. That's what Manisha
said. Manisha said, all caps, "I'm spending all my money."
My mother said to me years ago, "You will not be able to quit your job when I go.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to keep working."
Gil was like, "The insurance is updated. I'm spending all my cash. Do what you wanna." He said, "I'm gonna keep you from eating cat food, but
we appreciate that.
You might have to eat tuna, huh?"
Right.
That's why Uncle Thomas said, "Y'all ain't gonna have a party on my death certificate."
Nope, ain't gonna happen. And he always tells Ava that this is her house. He tells our granddaughter, "This is your house, this is your house." So when she comes, it's so funny. She goes, "Grandpa, are you enjoying my house?"
Nah. That girl is something. She need to be on
something
TV,
else. She should be.
That's how I got my tour.
I agree with Delphia. I think he should have switched it and then switched it back if the mother ever came back. But I also think she should talk to her mom. Like, you know what? I know what your mother did, and I understand that is a horrible situation. But you need to, since you can, ask your mother why what happened.
How do
But that conversation could have happened a long time ago. Yeah. Like, we're not having this conversation over money.
But if she wants to sue the mama, I don't know how many conversations that they've.
But you know, it sounds like she's confused. The friend sounds like she's the one that's trying to encourage her to sue her mother.
Right? Yeah.
I told her to sue that woman. Like,
and you know, the friend always knows, though. I think the friend has inside information. But
did you tell me to sue my mother?
No, girl.
Okay.
No.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
No, we ain't doing that. I do know somebody who sued their mother, though, but I wouldn't. And you know what? Honestly, when you do stuff like that, what goes around comes around. That money won't last. Like,
exactly.
It'll mess up your life. It won't be what you think it's gonna be, in my opinion. So, okay, y'all ready for question number 3? That was good. Like, anybody want to add anything before we move on? Tell her to.
I got some really snarky stuff. I got some really snarky stuff to say, but I'll wait till we off the air.
Hey, Sharon Green.
Hi, Sharon. Okay, we are ready for question number 3.
Hi, this is Jackie, tonight's BBR, and here's another Ask Alma question. Dear Alma, I joined the Air Force after graduating from high school. It seemed like the best decision for me and my boyfriend at the time. We wanted to be on our own and start a new life together. We promised to remain faithful to each other until we could get married once I was settled and sent to my duty station. Well, all of that came to a halt when I found out another woman was pregnant by him. He tried to apologize and tell me that he still wanted to get married, but I couldn't. I was heartbroken and just couldn't bear the thought of co-parenting this child that would be a constant reminder of his betrayal. We found each other on Facebook last year, so we started communicating again. We both apologized and had a long conversation about how we could have better handled the situation. I forgave him. I mean, after all, life carried on. We've both been married and are both currently divorced. I don't have any children. He has 4. We met a few months ago, and although there weren't any heavy flames, we decided we will remain the best of friends. He's now seeing someone else, so we agreed to stay in touch and talk often. His oldest, the one that broke up our relationship, will start college next year in what's currently my hometown. He says he's excited that we're talking again because she doesn't know anyone in the area. He has mentioned on more than one occasion that I can become her family away from family. I've got to be honest, Alma, I don't think that's something I want to do. I can honestly say I'm over what happened many years ago, but I don't want to meet his daughter. How can I let him know no thanks without coming off childish about the situation?
Okay, do y'all think it's childish that she feels that way? I think
this should be a short conversation.
Yeah.
Really?
Deuces.
Yeah.
Really? So
absolutely.
What are you saying? Should she take
How do I say no thanks?
Well,
No
No
thanks.
thanks.
No
No
thanks.
thank you.
Really?
No
thank
thanks.
Really?
Nobody
We're
has
not
to
going to
take
be
that kind of
family.
drama
She's
on.
not
I
my
mean,
family. That's your
You
family.
can
Yeah,
remain
that's your
friends,
family.
but not be
And,
family.
you know, I joined the Air Force. What was he doing? Out. You know what I mean?
Pat Walkup is reminding us that no
is a complete sentence.
There you go.
So wait a
That's
minute.
like searching for any ex that's in any town because your child is there. Let me dig up anybody that's in the town to befriend my child and be her
Y'all have knocked me out my chair. Are you serious?
She wrote everything the way it was supposed to be. Leave them people alone. You can be friends, but oh hell no.
Pat said no is a complete sentence. Jackie said what Pat said.
Yeah, right.
Mary Lou said no.
Be friends.
Manisha
We
said
cannot
that's
be
way
friends.
too forward of him to ask.
Mary Lou sound like Luther. No.
It's been what, 26 years? If the girl is going to college, it has been what, 18, 19 years now.
I'm so glad for her.
Have a good career.
Yeah.
Have a good career.
Because once
gonna make
you start
friends,
that, you're gonna feel like you're obligated to take care of her, and she doesn't have to.
Exactly.
That's
once
not
it
her
starts,
obligation. That's his.
Once it starts, right.
Yeah.
No.
Barbara said,
I need some food. I ain't got nothing to eat.
Sharon said, no, don't ride the same bus twice. Transfer.
I'm telling you. Oh, I like that, Sharon.
Me too.
Y'all are being really harsh on this young woman in a town she doesn't know anybody.
We all went to college.
Wait a minute.
That has to do with the sins of the father. Sorry, I mean,
that comes with going away for school. That's a growing experience. That's a good thing.
This is how many people I knew when I went away to college.
Right.
I made friends. I got to know people. Some
lifelong
of them I'm still friends with.
And listen, and most of the times kids don't want to meet their parents' friends.
Right.
Or any adult when you're a freshman in college. You don't want somebody you can call and or is gonna call you and spy on you.
When they said there's
if there's an emergency and I can get there first, that's another story.
Yeah.
But to actually be
right.
He can get there.
In life? No.
These days with texting and FaceTime and all that, he can get there for her emergency.
I want you to know I'm not for the emergency either. I'm so sorry.
I mean,
I'm not even there for the laundry,
But if she was in the hospital, she was like in a bad car wreck or something like that, and said, just please go and just
go to the
lay eyes on
room.
Okay.
I get that.
I would do that, but I ain't sitting up all night holding her hand in the hospital. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I would do that. It would have to be an extreme.
It would have to be extreme. But as far as her coming over,
but like extreme, like if she in a coma, like if she was in a car accident, she was in a coma.
Yes.
Right.
Well, she's in a coma. She can't talk to me anyway. So
no, but the dad would find out and call and say, "I want somebody with her to."
Somebody go over and find out what's happening. I would go and find out what's happening.
See, I wouldn't do that. She could come over on a weekend. I could send her $20. I ain't showing up at the hospital because she in a coma.
I would show up in an emergency like
that.
It would be if she's in a coma, it'd be an opportunity to lean over in her ear and say, "Yo, daddy ace." It may wake up. It's a miracle.
Well, we can't forget that she's the reason they broke up.
Yes.
So
she may not know that.
Right.
She
probably
may
not
know
that.
Yeah,
I'm sure she doesn't know
the woman knows that.
I know I'm wrong, Jackie. I know I'm
Tell
wrong.
him, Jackie. He's wrong.
I know. That's a heartbeat.
Although I think it's funny, Josh
What
used
did
to
you
say,
say?
because y'all know I have talked about Poopy, my first boyfriend, all the time.
Oh, no, not
like Gil
Poopy.
knows about it. Everybody knows about Poopy, right? D knows about Poopy. Robin knows about everybody knows about Poopy.
Now, I'm not
Come
sure
on,
I've heard about it.
And every once in a while, I might say something. Josh goes, I know. Poopy could have been my daddy. It's like, yes, you kind. You never know.
Now, Alma, I'm not sure that would have flown in the New York Times wedding announcements.
No.
Yeah.
Look, that would not even have flown past Reverend
Poopy
Martin.
and Alma Gill were
Right.
betrothed to each other.
Reverend Martin was not going to have that. Alma would have been having a funeral. She died.
Well, I'm sure when he met her, he was like, "Well, what's the name your mother gave you, young man?"
Right.
I'm not calling you Poopy.
I know. They probably Alfred or something.
If we had hooked up later and we were getting along, we were being friendly and whatnot, the moment he said, well, maybe you could look out for my daughter, I'd been like, Facebook blocked, everything blocked. You're looking to scam me again? Oh,
that's
no.
right. Exactly.
Absolutely not.
I got something on the stove. I'm gonna call you back. All right.
He wanted to help her. He wanted her to help raise her when she was born.
Right. Be her fallback.
He's just
Poopy
trying
and J Fudd, Tracy, you know, right, girl.
Poopy and J Fudd. Oh my God.
You know what is funny? They called me Elmer J Fudd, because my name was Alma. Then I actually grew up and married a guy named Elmer. So see how that works out?
I know. No. We should have a whole show about nicknames.
Who didn't have a nickname and had a excellent job.
Manisha says, yep, he definitely trying to keep a foot in her doorway. You right about that.
I can't believe this, but
you're gonna slam the door and I'm gonna help you bolt it.
Delphia said no.
Yes,
Gary
I
said
told you
no.
it was a quick conversation.
I'm the only one who is saying, well, maybe there's a possibility for lunch or maybe
no.
You too nice.
Why?
First of all, there's a considerable age difference, so there's no reason for me to be friends with her. She's 20, I'm 50 something. So unless she was a family member, there's really no reason. My little cousin is across the bridge from me. I haven't seen her since she got back for her turn.
Hello,
and I love her, and she's my
and
family.
Yep.
So there's no way I would befriend this 20-year-old, or actually 18-year-old if she's just gone to college.
How dare you ask me?
Okay, wait. So
exactly.
Are y'all feeling that way because you still got a little bit of feelings for her dad, or you?
No.
Oh my goodness, Lee and Gary. When y'all look at this video tomorrow, Delphia and D and Robin did this all at the same time.
You know what? If I still had feelings for him, I might consider it.
But you know what tilts the argument? What tilts the argument? All of y'all are very, very nice. I've known you for a million years. Very sweet. Barbranda is like the Pope. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Barbranda is like nice as the Pope, and Barbranda's like, hell no.
Absolutely never.
Yes.
How do you say no in 6 languages?
Right.
Yes.
No.
9. No. No.
Wow.
Oh, that Barbranda. Hey, Barb.
Oh my God! So the whole panel, and so Frank, the whole panel went against Ask Alma on this because I thought, sure they could be. And I think I'm gonna go back and post my column in the comments on Facebook.
Did you tell him that it was okay?
I'll let you read.
We got to come over there and have some drinks with you and talk to you, baby.
I'll let you guys read.
We're going to sit down with you and talk to you.
Don't listen to Alma. Don't listen today. No.
Look at Bob Brandon. This ain't love y'all, but I ain't no Pope.
Yes, you are very, very close. And we love you for it, Bob Brandon. We love you for it. I am so glad and grateful that everybody watched us tonight. I cannot thank them enough. It was just so fantastic. It was an excellent show. And so we've got 2 more shows to go before Ask Alma goes on. Hiatus. I practiced that word, y'all. Hiatus. So
ain't gonna be Nan no more show. Nan show. Nan show.
Don't look for us. Don't pin on it. Don't pin on it.
We had a great time. Oh my gosh, I wish we could have you back on the show. And Gary, wish we could have you back on the show. It was so fantastic.
You got 2 more weeks and everything. Squeeze me in.
We got 2 more weeks.
I can read a question for you.
Hey, there you go. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you tomorrow, so you can.
Pat Walker said, "Alma, you're such a softie."
I know, right?
Gary, do you have on a
blame my mother?
Yeah, he's got on Santa Claus.
Yeah, he's got on Santa Claus.
I can only see like kind of the ball. I was like, is there a ball in this hat?
And Lee has on some kind of crazy hat. I don't know what kind of hat he has on.
Baby.
But see, Robin,
Delphia, it keeps getting turned around.
I know, mine too. I keep moving mine too, you know. Hey man,
Lee, thank y'all so much.
Now that I know you're in Louisville, though, I'll holler at you. We'll hang out when I come down there.
Yes, Gary, we are praying for you and the neighbors all around you and your state, actually. So hoping you guys stay safe.
I mean, there's a whole town that's been flattened. I mean, just wiped out.
I love the story. The guy that drove his trailer and his grill in water and just parked in the middle of a city, one of the blocks, and started feeding everyone.
You're reading about all the guns they're finding?
All the what?
All the guns they're finding?
No, Lee. We are talking about people feeding people. We're not talking about the guns.
I'm just letting you know.
Y'all know this just like, you know what, now I believe that your birthday is coming up. I always wondered why me and you got along, because I married you.
Yeah,
so that's right. It's the same thing.
Yep.
That's right.
Me and Gill the same.
Exactly.
Yep.
One from Arkansas, one from Alabama.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's right.
That's why they get along. There you
they
go.
Found all kind of guns in the bubble.
Thank everybody for watching. Come back.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. Merry
Christmas. See you next week.
Somebody send me a picture so I can show Vaughn my tree. Vosh my tree. Vaughn my tree last week.
Right. Lee took a picture. Lee, you got to share the picture. Happy birthday, Lee.
All right. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Bye, y'all.
All right.